Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. This one's going to be a really quick-ish one because, it's just like a little AFK farm method for mastery and money. Um, but before we get into that, if you are a mobile user, unless you can get some sort of auto clicker onto your phone, then this will definitely not work for you. But if you can do that, that's great. Just kind of follow along with the steps. If you're on computer, this is mainly built for you. However, I do recommend you don't abuse this too much because it will affect your computer if you continuously do this over and over. I honestly recommend doing this no more than 6 hours at a time, and even then, only like twice a week, if that's how much you're gonna do it. And this is just because it's gonna have your fan running a lot. Your fan's gonna be constantly, uh, you know, obviously moving around inside your computer, whether it's a laptop or desktop. And yeah, we don't want to do anything bad to your computer right here. So basically, I don't plan to edit much on this video just because yet again, all I have to do is move a couple islands and then show you stuff in the auto clicker. So it's not gonna be that big of a deal. Um, but yeah, first you're gonna want to get something that you're gonna want to get mastery on. Now this won't work for all the fruits, and I'll get into that in 1 second. But this will work for any sword, any melee to a degree. I believe there's one melee that every time you punch, you get shot forward. That melee will not work. Um, and I don't recommend using guns. So, but we're gonna do sword and melee to start off with. So I am a sword user, and this will make it easier for me. But first, what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to obtain a Logia fruit, something like this. Um, if you don't have a permanent Logia and then whatever fruit you were on, let's say I was on Kitsune and I had to change for Logia to do this, but I don't have Perm Kitsune. Yet again, I don't recommend doing that if you have that type of dilemma. However, Mastery makes your obviously makes it easier for you to get your moves and also makes you stronger. So it is a really good trade-off. So basically, you're gonna get a Logia, and what you're gonna want to do is you want to get your auto clicker. Um, and for some reason, it won't let me pull up my auto clicker. I have no idea why. I actually can't pull up my auto clicker. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get our auto clicker. We're gonna move it right here, and this is our OP auto clicker 3.0. Um, if you want this auto clicker in specifics, never had an issue with it, never had a virus, any problem with this auto clicker. Had it for probably 3+ years, at least 2 years. But yeah, what you're gonna do is you're gonna get this auto clicker right here. You're gonna pull it up here, and it should stay on top of the screen, pretty easily. Then what you're gonna want to do is you want to go to where I guess is where he spawns in. He hasn't moved at all. That guy has. You're gonna go to somebody who does not have hockey, an NPC who does not have hockey, and you're gonna go right where they spawn in. So just right about here. Now it's gonna constantly hit you. It's not gonna do anything. Don't worry. So as most of you guys know, with almost any sword or most melees, after you do 3 hits, you are going to move a little bit, so it prevents you from staying AFK. It's kind of annoying, but there's a way to combat this. Luckily, my melee actually does not cause me to move. It's pretty easy to use. However, this sword right here, I think you can see that. So right here on the auto clicker, this basically controls how often your mouse clicks inside the game or on your computer. Um, and yeah, you're gonna change that time to something that's a pretty decent pace. I believe it's 2 seconds is probably gonna be best for this one. And you're gonna want a stop. So you're gonna go to your hotkey settings and set your start and stop to be something, a little bit easy to press, but something you don't use often. So I put the minus symbol because obviously I don't use that very much. But basically, you're going to grab whatever you're going to use for your mastery and you're going to turn on your auto clicker. Now, every 2 seconds it's going to swing. One, two. One Mississippi, two Mississippi. Boom. Swung. It's going to kill him eventually. And then when he spawns in, it's going to continuously do this. Now, because you have an auto clicker on, right? Because you have an auto clicker on, it's going to keep you from being kicked out the game. This is also not against rules, by the way, but this is going to keep you from getting removed from the game for inactivity, and it's going to, constantly keep you clicking inside the game, which is very good. And that's the goal. That's how you stay AFK. It's the point of AFK. You're not at the computer. But what it's also going to do is it's going to move your screen. So your screen will eventually probably end up something like this by the time you wake up in the morning or whatever to check your little auto farm going on. And that's fine. It's still going to keep your guys swinging in the exact same spot. So just don't worry about that. And as you can see, it's going to continuously kill them and get me money, mastery, whatever. So this will allow you to get money. This will allow you to get mastery. This will allow you to get, you know, anything like that. Now this also works on light fruit and ice fruit, and almost I think all except one melee, as you can see. But then there's another little funny glitch that you can do, and this will require us to go over to Tiki Outpost. Now these will have higher level enemies, so you'll get more mastery per kill, more EXP, more money. And this works really good for Buddha users because let's say you have Buddha but it's not permanent, you'll be able to keep Buddha and you'll be able to do a glitch just like everybody else. So, but this is definitely for people with like a max melee or max sword stat. So this is probably one of the better alternatives for most people because I understand most of you guys do not have permanents or Logias. So right here, you're gonna get your Buddha fruit. Let's say I just don't have perm and I've just had Buddha forever because it's a good grind. You're gonna go right here. And you're obviously gonna do your transformation. You're gonna grab what you need to, and you're gonna do the same settings. Even with Buddha, even you could do it even quicker because Buddha's not gonna make you move. So yet again, it seems I have to do this. I don't know why my computer's been acting up. But let's say we want to do it every second. Okay, I'm not moving, so I could even put this into milliseconds. Yeah, 100 milliseconds, 10 milliseconds, doesn't matter. I could do that. Infinitely kill this guy. Same with sword. However, you will not be able to level up your fruit this way, like ice or light fruit, which is perfectly fine because mainly people use it for, well, God human mastery and stuff like Crystal Katana. So that's really good for you guys. It's a really easy, really quick, really I'd say productive AFK method. It gets you tons of money overnight. It'll give you tons of mastery. Now, if you want the best results, you will have to have 2 times money and mastery. But you could do this without those. You just won't get as much money as somebody else would get if they have these and do it the same amount of time as you do. But yeah, that's just a quick AFK method. It'll work as long as you're in third C for the second part. However, the first one with the auto clicker will work in any C as long as they don't have hockey and you have a Logia. Um, so yeah, it's really good. Great way to stack up on money. That's actually how I got most of my money. It is not against Roblox rules, or not Roblox, but Block Street's rules. They have something against auto farming. This does not count as auto farming, because this is not an exploit. It is a macro or an auto clicker, and these are perfectly fine for Block Streets. I have checked. So, please use this to get an advantage in the game. Don't have to worry about inflation. Perfectly fine. And yeah, go ahead and subscribe because why not? 500 subs during our next giveaway. And thank you guys so much for getting us to around 460, I think, around now. So I will see you guys later. Thank you guys so much.